my lord. Okay, calm down. We're okay. We're safe. That was fast. We had to jump off so fast. Oh, that was scary. That train was fast. But anyway, hello. I'm Glenda. I'm Buster. I'm Rosie. Oh, get over it. It was a pretend ride anyway. They know that. We know that. Oh, okay. Okay, this is Glenda, Buster, and Rosie with a.k.a.gk Fralin, a friendly community. And our friendly community welcomes you. And we were outside today on the front porch, and it was so nice. Yeah, we took a long nap. Yeah, you two did. We'll see you in a minute. Porch day. Oh, look at that. It was really blowing a minute ago. And then up and decided to quit. Yeah, they're growing. And there's our froggies with the rocks. The rocks are setting on the end, the ones we did some art on. Oops. There! That looks better. See all of it. You can hear the wind. You know what? I had my hair all back nice like this. I even sprayed it a little, just a little. That's okay though. I got stubborn hair. Actually, it just has a direction it likes to go, and it doesn't like me to fight it. So it'll go back to where it wants to go as soon as it gets a chance. And that's the way hair does. At least mine, and I suppose most people's. Anyway, it probably looks, well, oh, this gray streak here. That's making it look, that line look even bigger. Neighbor, I don't know if they're taking things out or, well, they can't be bringing things in. I don't see anything to take in. Oh, dear. I don't know with them. Anyway, it's just, it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to have, they're calling thunderstorms, but around here, you know, it's just part of life. Actually, we've had a lot more just rain this summer than actual thunderstorms. I mean, we had that one really bad one that really damaged our roof. Well, it damaged our roof, but it not as bad as it damaged a lot of roofs in town. But we did have ours completely replaced. Anyway, so. But it's just nice to be out on my porch. And it's so guarded because there's only like one screen, there's one screen off on each side. So when the wind and rain is blowing, it's not saturating it. Anyway. But you know what I feel like? There's another. I feel like a big old stretch. Oh. Oh. Doesn't that feel good? Go ahead and try it. Yeah, I got armpits, but they're not really showing because much. The sleeves on this do cover them some. I shave them occasionally. You know what? That picture of Wolfblade 2K13, I posted it on Instagram, and she was just thrilled about it. She was so thrilled to have that power given to her, I think. I just hope she remembers to grab onto that inner power. Oh, golly. today I have just, I recorded some shows. Oh, this one show I recorded, just beautiful. It was a show about this man who had pretty much lost his faith, and anyway, things had happened in his life, but you know, he went to church all the time because it was just the way he was brought up, and it was, his family was very, and it wasn't that he didn't have faith, he just was mad at God because of things that had happened. Anyway, and it was just such a unique approach of coming to terms with self-forgiveness, and just a beautiful show. It's a movie. It's called The Shack. Yeah, The Shack. That's what it's called. And you know, at first I was a little, I don't know about this, the way they started presenting it at one point, and then I thought, now, wait a minute, this is coming around in a circle that really is presenting it very well. So I don't want to give away too much. I do recommend watching that. It is so good. Anyway, but yes, we're allowed to love ourselves. We are. He says, love your neighbor as you would love yourself. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. You know, you can get pretty cranky and pretty unloving to neighbors if you don't like yourself much. And your neighbor is anybody who you see. So anyway, I don't want to get in. I know that don't carry over too well, and I don't want to be preachy. I'd rather be example-y, but I've always been more preachy. So anyway, but we do have permission to love ourselves, and we don't need somebody else to tell, you know, we don't need somebody who is angry at the world or angry at life to tell us that just because they don't love themselves that we can't. We can take that for ourselves. I've got a granddaughter who's struggling with that right now, and I just told her, hey, you can commit to loving yourself and know that I love you. She's a teenager, and I went through that as a teenager. Teenagers do a lot of times go through these struggles that, you know, if they can get through them, then, you know, and if they can get their life, if they can start finding that fabulous life again, you know, the joy. And that's just so important. Anyway, I'm talking too much. But this is what brings me joy. I mean, if I haven't seen my squirrels for a while, but I haven't been out here much. But I just love my squirrels. So maybe I need to order. See, we can't get a lot of, now there is grass growing out there. I don't understand it because we've tried to get plants to grow and they just won't because there's so much shade in the, you know, from across the street, from our tree, and they're all on the city's part of the, they're all, anything on the city side of the sidewalk divides. I mean, it's our property, but city has the right to tell us what to do with anything on, you know, from 25 foot back. And anyway, so this tree is on their part, and they won't let us take any of it down. Because they say, oh, it's a perfectly good tree. And every tree on this block is like that. See, where we were living before, we could cut those trees down because they weren't on the city side. They were on our side. And we had some really gnarly looking old trees. You know, and it's not like you don't plant something in its stead. You do. You know, a bush or a smaller tree. But what we've got around here are a lot of those Dutch elms, and they grew up fast. And they grew up very tall, but they're not the strongest tree in the world. Anyway, but how did I go from finding joy to complaining about my trees? Oh, thinking I need some lawn ornaments. I'd really like to be able to plant, some flowers and stuff. I can plant all the flowers out there I want. I just can't remove any of the trees or anything that the city has jurisdiction over. So, one of these days, it's like, okay, there's a lot of shade there. I could probably plant some hostas if the soil's good. And there's the other thing. Because all over town you have problems with that. You almost have to bring in, it's not that it isn't good soil. It's just, it really needs a lot of work. It's very, that you can rub it between your fingers, it's going to shine. It's clay. And there's a lot of night crawlers. Hold on a minute. They're waking up. Yes, they've been out here, but they've been napping. Yeah, we carried them out, but they've been napping. That was a good nap. What are we doing? Well, we're on camera right now. Oh, hi guys. Hey guys. Oh, you guys are going to make me yawn. And I refuse to. So much for refusing. That's right. Some days I'd almost do a Captain Kangaroo type thing. Except, or one of those types of deals. But a lot of my audience just isn't that old, so. But we're still kids at heart, aren't we? Well, I know you are. You like playing with puppies. A lot of people like playing with puppies. But we're puppet puppies. Well, a lot of people like playing with puppet puppies. Or at least they like watching me play with puppet puppies. Well, it's time to catch another train. Where to? Well, let's see. Back here. Oh. Okay. It's fun, though. Idea. Yep, that's a fun idea. Anyway, let's sing our good night song. Good night, good night. Don't let the bugs bite. Good night, good night. Sleep till it's daylight. Good night, good night. Be kind to each other. Good night, good night. Tell someone you love them. And we love all of you very much. Please, if you have not, then do subscribe, because we so enjoy your company and your comments. Give us a like, and just leave a little comment down there and say, hiya, how you doing? Get ready to jump on, guys. It's coming. This one's going to be so fun because it slows down. Hello, train. Hello, train. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Yay! Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.